Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Feminine Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. We have a special treat for you guys. I am here with my brother and my sister-in-law, and we're going to be going over something that I think is missing in this generation. But before we get into this video, I want them to introduce themselves.
You go first, ladies
My
first.
name is Natasha Castro.
Hey, my name is Angel Castro. Like my sister said, I'm her older brother, so it's an honor.
Yeah, so just to
For
get
having us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
So to give you a little bit of a background of my family here. So my brother, he is a pastor, evangelist, school principal, go-to person, everything you can possibly imagine. Great husband, great father. I appreciate him and I appreciate them both for taking the time out of their busy schedules. I think it took us like a couple of times to figure this out.
Well, we got it.
Yeah. And his lovely, amazing wife, which I want to promote your company.
It's Blac and Blanco.
Yeah.
Coming soon. We're gonna have no accessories and a clothing line.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and please do go get it. It's still active right now.
Yes.
So believe me, guys, the products there, the accessories there, I have some. They're amazing. Definitely do check it out. And do check out my brother's podcast. It's called Angel Castro Ministries, but I'm going to let him talk a little bit about that himself.
Yeah. So we have a YouTube channel as well. So, you can just type in Angel Castro Ministries. We talk about different topics. Right now, it's more Bible-based, Christian-based things that we're talking about. But eventually, we are going to be adding more things, just, things beyond the Bible, like, marriage. We're going to talk about, life. We'll talk about children, parenting. It's like a life thing that we'll be talking about. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, super excited. I think it'll be really good to have it on your podcast because, like, when you're a good example for men, and especially nowadays, like, guys are, like, kind of lost. Like, they don't have, like, the men that we grew up with or men like you. So to hear, like, a different, healthy perspective, I think would be pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be all there. I don't want to just stick to one thing. It's going to be multiple things as well. I think things that are relative to our lives today. I think sometimes we're just trying to find things that we can just connect to and what's relative to me now. And I feel like that's what we're going to be discussing in the months to come.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, definitely, like, I'm going to repeat it one more time. Definitely check them out, Angel Castro Ministries on YouTube. And do check out my sister-in-law's website,
www.blacandblanco.com.
Yes, definitely check it out. But today we're going to be talking a little, I guess, like, you could say a little bit spicy, but something that's, I think, very helpful for people like myself, or even people that are married, that are a little bit lost in the noise of social media and the noise of, like, the expectations of men and women. And it's very different from back then. Like, we had structure, we had leaders, you can kind of say, like, advocates for people coming together, people finding their way. And I feel like now we're all kind of like trying to navigate and find that.
I feel like with social media, we have so many different voices. Everybody giving advice as to how you should lead your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're single, do this. If you're married, do that.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. And that's why I wanted to sit down with you guys, the first couple, because when you're an inspiration to me, you guys are amazing. You guys are hilarious. You guys are definitely marriage goals.
So much.
No worries. I think that because I have you guys and I can contact you guys, it's a blessing for me, right? And even though, like, we're all busy and we get caught up, like when we have moments like this or times when we catch up, I get to see you guys in action, and it gives me something to aspire to.
Amen.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome. That's what we aspire to do.
Yeah. And I think that's why I wanted to have you guys on the podcast today, so you guys can, you guys can show what I see behind the scenes to others.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
share our expertise, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
We're
We're
ready.
here, open book.
We're ready. Yep. Open book.
Again, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
But before we get right into today's episode, do remember to subscribe to the channel. Do turn your post notifications on. Do like the video and do check out my brother's YouTube channel. So I guess getting right into today's topic.
I'm a little nervous.
You're good. You're doing. I feel like it's flowing the way it should right now.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. All right. So let's start off with just, I guess, a brief introduction of how you two met. I'm curious on this
You go
one.
first.
No?
Go, flow.
Okay, so this has been interesting. So, a little backstory here. So my little brother is married to her younger sister.
Yeah.
So it's like the brothers marry the sisters, and so I've always seen her in like family functions, other things that when family gathered together. But again, at that time, I was in a point in my life, and she was in a point in my life, and we just, I guess, never really paid attention to her. Like we knew we were there, but we just never really paid attention to that. And then fast forward to 2017.
Yeah.
It was February. I remember specifically that we were at a baby shower. Out of all places, a baby shower. And when we were at a baby shower, I was in one side of the room. She was on the other side of the room, and this was our nephew's baby shower. And I just saw her at the end of the room, and I'm like, man, she's looking pretty.
He caught my eye too.
I remember specifically what she had. She had on like this green dress.
You had on like a gray shirt.
Yeah.
It was like tight to your
Yeah.
muscle. I was like,
Yeah.
he is working.
Listen, that's when you know when something is good. When you're a lot of the years later, you're able to realize what you had on.
Yeah, still remember.
So I remember we just that night, some way somehow we found each other. We started to speak.
We spoke all night. You sat
All
next to me. We spoke all night.
Yeah.
And then he had to leave early.
I had to leave early.
Yeah.
You want to say a little bit about why I had to leave or no?
He had to go play basketball.
I had a basketball game. It was late at night. My wife knows I'm a man of my word. If I promise you something, I'm going to fulfill it, right?
Yeah.
And then that next night, at that time she was living in by Boston, Massachusetts. I was in Jersey, so this was the beginning of a long distance relationship.
Oh, wow.
And
wait, so you guys start like after you guys I guess reconnected, or like reviving.
Yeah.
How did who I guess initiated who got whose number?
I don't play. I saw him and I was like, I'm single, he's single, and I've heard of him because, mind you, my little sister is married to his brother. So I've heard stories within the family, and I've never heard anything negative about him. I've never heard of him being a cheater, none of that, nothing abusive. So I was like, he's a good catch. At that time, he was single.
Yeah, he was a unicorn. Like for sure.
Like he is definitely a unicorn. So I was like, I got here. What was I asked her?
So she slid into the Instagram.
The next day,
slid into the Instagram.
I DM'd him like, ladies, this is your sign. Like, don't be scared. Shoot the shot. If you know that he's a good man, shoot the shot. So I said,
she had a little something like, so I'm going to leave and you're not going to ask me for my number?
Yeah.
That's exactly what she said.
Yeah.
I sent her the number, and then we just started texting, and then from texting it evolved into FaceTiming, speaking, talking. And what I love about it is that we got to know each other first. Obviously we knew there was attraction there, right? We knew we liked each other, but before we were boyfriend, girlfriend, all that, it was just more of learning each other. Yeah. Because at that point in life, we were both at a different season in life. So we were just trying to learn the season we were living, and
getting to know each other, even though we were still around each other, like in family gatherings, because his brother and my sister, we took that time to get to know each other. And then we just started talking, and then long distance,
and then eventually it evolved to, I think, 4 months later, I said, okay, so we built this friendship, there's attraction, and so I decided I spoke to her dad, and I asked, and I said, listen, she's gonna be coming down soon. It wasn't an engagement ring; it was a promise ring. So I said, I'm gonna give her.
What was it?
Okay. Yeah, because when you know, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, ladies, something. If he's about you, he's not gonna play games about you. This is not a 1 year or 2 year thing. When he meets you and sees the qualities in you that he wants, wifey material, he's not gonna play about you. He's gonna put a ring on it and he's gonna marry you.
You have anything to add to that, especially coming from?
This is the advice she gives to a lot of women, especially women who have felt like they've wasted all of these years on one guy who never wants to commit. And it's true. I can attest to that. If vice versa, guys, if you know she's the one,
don't play.
Why are we wasting time? And at that time we were in our mid-30s, so we had no time to waste. And then I gave her the promise ring, and then
9 months after that, we got engaged.
9 months after that, I called my my father-in-law future father-in-law at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him what I was going to be doing, and he was very happy with that. And then 9 months after the engagement, we got married, and here we are.
Nice.
It was that quick.
Nice.
It was quick. It's like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you guys a question. For people that are, like, for guys that are younger, or for women that are younger, like 20, 21, like under 25, do you think that same time frame is okay for them?
So you know what? I think it all it's like a case by case.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
basis.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Just because for us, it worked for us because at that time we were in our mid-30s, right? And again, we'll talk about that, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I had already like a 4-year-old son. She had a 12-year-old son. We knew we both came, from previous other relationships, and
So
we kind of knew already
Yeah.
what we wanted. I think when you're like in your early 20s, I think you're still trying to figure it out. But again, it's a case by case basis because again, and I'm not trying to really throw them into this, but I know
Couple.
I know a couple who are good friends of mine who are pastors, who they got married when they were 18 and 19, and
They're still together.
and they're almost close to 40 years old, and they're still together. And if you was to see them, you will think they just got married because they act like they're newlyweds, like they just love each other.
I just wanna add to that that maybe it's not gonna be 4 months, 9 months, 9 months, and you're married, but date with purpose. You're not just gonna be dating a person and giving him wifey benefits, doing all the things, and he can't even commit. Right? I'm not saying go off tomorrow and get married. Slow down. You have to. There's a lot of things you need to cover. Like you need to spend time with yourself as a woman, and get to know yourself and what your likes, like your career, what you want to do. If you want to have that apartment, you're gonna buy your house, whatever it is that you're gonna do, whatever that looks like. Everybody's journey is different, but date with purpose. Don't just give everybody a chance and give them a front row seat, to your life. You know?
Yeah.
It has to be meaningful. It has to mean something.
Yeah.
You're not just anyone.
It's a case by case basis.
Case by case. Yeah.
But I like what you guys said about like dating with purpose. And I know we have like our set questions here, but I definitely kind of like want to dive into that a little bit if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Just because I've always said like it's good to like be intentional about your life.
Very.
So I feel like that kind of aligns with something that I say. But for you guys, in your personal experience when dating each other, or even, I guess, something that you would advise people, like what does dating with purpose actually looks like, especially nowadays?
For me, dating with purpose is when you meet someone that they align with your morals and your values, that they don't take you for granted, that they know where you're headed at in life, and they want to be a part of that they don't clip your wings. I've seen a lot of women with a lot of potential. They get with the wrong partner, and all of a sudden they don't want to do nothing with their lives. It's like have someone that's compatible, have someone that believes, has the same belief systems as you, and wants to strive for the same thing as you with purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Some girls want to date for marriage. Like my intention is I want to date to eventually get married. I want to have kids. Put it all on the table. And these are your non-negotiables. There are things that you'd be like, wait, that's ridiculous. He has to be 6 feet. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's certain things that are just like, sometimes we write this list. Like, this is what I want it to be.
Yeah.
And then life is like, no, that's what you want, but it's not what you need.
Yeah.
Take what you need. So basically is putting it all out on the table, dating intentionally, your values, your morals, your beliefs, put that on the table and be intentional about that. And whoever's not willing to give you that, you have to be at peace and be like, okay, I'm going to stick with my beliefs and my morals and my values, because that really matters to me at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I like that. What about your
Just add a little bit, like again, do you guys believe in the same God? Or how do you guys have the same morals, the same values, the same beliefs? One of the things that we were adamant about is while we're getting to know each other, we were going to be celibate.
Yeah.
No sex, no nothing until marriage. Like that's because we believe in that. That's our, we are Christians, so we believe in no sex before marriage. We believe in that. We believe in that in that covenant. Like while you're getting to know each other, if she's in college, are you going to allow her to finish college and then maybe take it to marriage? I think that marriage and college at the same time can be difficult for some people.
Yeah.
Vice versa, is he in college or whatever? Like allow yourself to first achieve the dreams. I think sometimes that people kind of rush into marriage because they're up against some imaginary biological clock that exists out there. So I think it's that, just kind of give each other the time to just achieve each other's dreams, respect each other's morals, values. Do you believe in the same God? Are you going to, and those conversations will come while you're going out, how many kids are we going to have? Are we going to raise them this way? Parenting techniques. Those are things that come up in date nights. I hope I hope y'all not the type of people that just sit there eat and in front of each other, don't speak in dates, because all those conversations have to happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
No, I think that's really solid advice. And as you guys are talking, like I'm thinking about my own experiences. So definitely, I think that was going to be a gem for a lot of women and men out there.
I hope it is.
Yeah,
we hope so too.
But speaking of dating, segueing into the moment you realized, because you guys are at the dating phase,
Okay.
you were very intentional about how you guys got to marriage.
Yeah.
But when did you realize, okay, this is my person?
I want to know.
You want to know?
I want to know when you noticed.
Okay.
You realized.
No, so I noticed, I would say 2 or 3 months into the relationship, I immediately noticed how she was with her oldest son, who is also, in our house we never use stepson, stepdaughter, or we never use that. Her son was my son, so I paid close attention how she was treating him, how he gravitated towards her, and I'm like, wow, okay, awesome. Then she was very heavily involved in her church with the youth, with the worship team, just with helping out her parents, who are also pastors up there in Boston. And so I saw all this. She was a hard worker for her business, but also working for herself. And that's one of the reasons why 3 months into the relationship, I said I'm gonna get her a ring and promise, and I'm gonna wait for her. So that's how I knew. There was like no definitive moment.
Yeah.
It was a series of things.
I'm gonna say that too. It was a couple of things that had transpired through our dating season that I was like, oh my God, he's great.
Okay.
Like he embodies like everything I ever wanted in a man.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, I'm gonna say it here and quote me. Sometimes our type is not our type.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you want dark, tall, handsome, and that's not what you really need.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go through life and you have to be open-minded. Like you have to, I'm not gonna date him because he's Caucasian, or I'm not gonna date him because he's Filipino. No. Because you never know. You gotta give it a chance.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, like I said, no, not everybody, but just keep that in your mind.
Yeah.
When we were dating, there was the way he was with his son, AJ, because he comes with a son from another marriage.
Mm-hmm.
In my life, I've never seen a father like he fathers.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I would have 20 of his kids.
Yeah.
But my biological clock was ticking, so we had
to kind of speed things up.
We now down to 2. We have a boy and a girl, Exodus and
an extra boy and a girl.
Yeah. It was just everything, how we were blending in families and how he used to treat my son.
Mm-hmm.
My son ended up calling him dad.
Mm-hmm. Like a few weeks into the relationship.
Like a month.
It was in the mall, I remember.
I was like, my heart like just dropped.
And she was trying to correct him, like, no, it's not the time. And I'm like, no, it came out naturally. Let him flow.
Yeah, and then the way that he would handle certain situations, like, if it would have been some other guy, he would have blew up. Like, he's just...
Yeah, he's just very, like, patient.
Yeah. And the ways he like, you can really... I felt God's love through my husband's love for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that I didn't have to circle the block looking for him. Or I wasn't worried. I didn't have to check the phone to see if he was messaging other girls and stuff. And that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that triggers me from my past is that I had to circle the block to go look for you to see if you were laying up in another woman's bed. I had to check the messages, see the DMs. None of that. With him, it was peace.
Yeah.
And I needed that.
Yeah, and I would say, like, highlighting what you guys said, that's one thing that I admire about, like, my brother, like my brothers in general. You guys are, like, very serious men.
Yeah.
Like, you guys keep your word. You guys are committed to your family.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember when we were younger, we have, like, obviously we have, like, you know, different moms.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
you'd intentionally reach out to get, like, to build that bond with us so we can sit down and have these conversations in the future. And just, like, going to church and seeing, like, how you were with everyone, how you led as a man, like, how you preached, you know, like, I remember one time, I think you were preaching in New York and I ended up going with you. And then to see, like, how people, I guess, like, I don't want to say admired because I think it's like a kind of like a weird word, but like the admiration that they had.
Yeah.
You know, like
Aspiration.
Yeah.
I always tell him, I'm like, your loudest amen will always come out of me because to see my husband preach and I know that he lives it is the ultimate prize. Yeah.
Like, truly a unicorn.
No,
like,
he tried to do. Like,
I'm
tell you, hey,
trying to
back
guess
off, he's mine.
Is it true?
You gotta cut that.
No, it's gonna flow naturally. That's it. Authentic.
But you know what I'm hearing from you guys? That attraction is gonna come from the most unexpected places.
Yeah.
But then also the most important thing that I'm hearing from both of you guys when you realize you guys were each other's person is the characteristics.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I feel like that's missing. I
Yeah.
feel like people, like you said, like people are so caught up in like, what's my type? What do I want? So on and so forth, that they probably miss their blessing or opportunity.
They miss out on so much. They miss out on substance
Yeah.
because they're so used to the outer appearance.
Yeah.
Honeys, you have to understand that outside appearances, you can get. Can I get real here?
Yeah.
You can get the new gear for him. You can get the teeth fixed, the skin fixed. Like, you can do so much for men. Like, don't miss out on, and vice versa, women. You can hit the gym. You can get your facials. You can do your hair. You can do your the outside appearance. You can work with that.
Yeah.
But to let go of a man because something in his physical is not attractive, but he's a man of substance, a man of God, you know? I mean,
Yeah. No, I think especially like women in my generation.
Yes.
We're caught up. I know we're gonna get into this, but I don't want to skip too ahead. But I think we're still caught up with the exterior, and that's what my generation's missing. Like, they forget that the men that had these good households, that had these successful marriages, like you guys, were men that had character. And women that had character too. You know?
I agree.
So it's like you see a generation where everything. She's beautiful. She's off the hook. She got that Coke bottle shape. She has the hair and everything well put, but inside no values, no morals, nothing. And it's vice versa. So it's like, let's go for substance. Let's go for things that are, because we're in a microwavable generation. This is like instant gratification. They want it all fast. Things with substance, they take time. And we want to take the easy way out. So
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. And I love that you guys went into like the values, the intentionality, the basically like with the person's characteristics is. I definitely think that's definitely missing. But I guess now that we've got that covered of pretty much when you guys knew you guys were the one. So when you decided to get married, what made you, because I know Christianity is a big reason.
Right.
But what made you say like, okay, let's get married, like not just do the whole like, I guess what people would say nowadays, like move in and just stay together, instead of like, why is marriage important to you? But like, I know Christian values is one, but like outside of that, why is marriage important?
Well, I think that as you continue to age, you realize that it's much more. Obviously, taking the Christianity more than that, but it's companionship. You want to grow. We always use the phrase grow old and gray, but in reality, that kind of is true. Like, as you continue to grow old and gray or continue to age, you want that companionship, because at the end of the day, after the kids, after all that, it's just going to be you and her again. So I think for me it was more the companionship. Obviously, we both went through a lot of previous relationship where our hearts were broken, right? So it was finally good to meet someone that you know wasn't going to break your heart.
Yeah.
So that was another thing, like, you know, like the peace of mind of she's going to love you, she's going to take care of you, she's not going to break your heart. You know, also we at that time still our kids were still young, our 12 and 4 year olds. So it's like, you know, like with my 4 year old son who's now 13, I needed that mother figure in his life, and vice versa. She needed that father figure with my other son at 12. There was a mother figure, but there was like really no father figure. So there was just like a lot of things, like trying to raise our kids together, the companionship, the loving. But I remember you used to say this quote. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm going to say it wrong. Where you said, "The first year of our life was rough. Let's make the second year of our lives count." Because remember, we were in our mid-20s. I mean, I wish mid-20s, mid-30s.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that, you know, from 35 to like 70 or 80, like we get it right.
Yeah.
Oh no, you used to say something about why would you treat something different the same? There you go. Why would you treat something different the same?
Why would you?
Like this is a different whatever, but why are you treating why would we want to treat each other the same way we were treated in previous relationship into this different relationship? So there you go. That's what yeah.
And my whole thing was like, if I gave chances to other men that treated me like crap, and I got one that's treating me the right way, right? Like, I'm going head first. Like, if I jump through hoops for men that didn't deserve it, what I'm gonna do with one that really does deserve it? What wouldn't I do? Let's go. Let's do this. You know, I came in guns blazing. Like, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and you guys definitely could see it. Like, you could feel,
Yeah.
like, stepping into your home, talking to you guys. When I see you guys, you definitely, like, feel the love, feel the, like, the...
And I still feel like that. I look at him like, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
I got a haircut today, so all bets are off. No, I'm just joking.
No, it's definitely good. So, I guess my next question would be, what did you believe marriage would be before you got, like, this time around, would be before you got married? And then what is it now that, like, what do you believe it is now?
It matures you. Because sometimes we have this fairy tale. Like, oh, because he's a man of solid, everything's going to be fine, and then we're not going to have no hard days. But one thing that I hold on to, for every bad day, there's going to be like 3 that are good. And every time if we do have a disagreement, I don't call them arguments. It's a disagreement. When 2 people don't agree. We get together, we don't agree, we speak on it, and we find a resolution. And now we know if it comes up again, that's our resolution. This is what we go to. So I feel it's just like, you live in life with your best friend, your lover. Like, we got this. We've been through hard times, and we've gotten over them. Let's continue to keep going. We got this.
Yeah, no. What I thought what it was going to be like before, I thought it was going to be, obviously, like a lot of, and it did start off like that.
Because you were married before.
No, but I'm going somewhere with this. I thought it was going to be. We're not focusing on that. We're focusing on what did we think it was going to be before we got together.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to.
So you didn't bring that into this.
Right. That's right. So I thought it was going to be a lot of, like, and we do it occasionally, but this is, mind you, when we got together, when 2 people get together, married, 90-something% of the time, it's just a woman and a man. That's it. Boom. When we got together, it was me and her and my 12-year-old and my 4-year-old, and we were instantly a family. So it was like, I thought it was going to be a lot of just more dates and more alone time. And our first year of marriage, she got pregnant on honeymoon night.
Yeah, I felt it.
You waited. You had
honeymoon night.
I felt that. We were celebrating.
Yeah,
you know?
I was celibate for 1 year. No, 2 years. He was celibate for 5.
So we already,
so you already know.
So we had she was first year marriage, in our marriage, she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, that's 9-10 months.
My
so,
doctor said she ain't never
so-
seen that many eggs.
So she was like, yeah. So she was always tired. And, you know, obviously, because as you know, you go on to pregnancy, you know, the belly gets bigger, you slow down a little bit, right? So then a year into our marriage already, it was 3 kids. So
Yeah.
it's trying to find the balance of this is parenting time, but this is our time, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to say.
That was the first year.
Yeah. First year.
Yeah.
That's definitely unique, but you didn't waste no time.
And again, we did it because
Yeah.
when we got married, she was already 37, and when she gave birth to our son, our third son, because obviously she was already 38.
Yeah.
You know, and then when she gave birth to our daughter, our last child, she was 41.
Yeah, I think it's tough.
Let's just be clear, you don't obviously look your age. Like,
We appreciate that.
Yeah. Yes.
Forgiveness.
And a lot of she said forgiveness, a lot of sleep.
When you can, go to sleep. When you can, take a nap. Take that nap.
That's more her.
Like people act like napping is like
that's her, yeah.
Like the devil, the enemy. Like, no, take a nap. Go to sleep.
No, I wish I can.
No, I get it. It's difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think because I've been working on like those.
I'm like that. I can nap.
But
once I sleep, I sleep.
Forgiveness is a big one. You can't live with that. That stuff will age you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Castro thing. Like we just can't go.
We gotta be in the move.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, melatonin. Yeah.
That won't work on that spot. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but I guess like this kind of what you were saying, Natasha, kind of feeds into like our next question of handling misunderstandings. So like, what was your like? I don't want to say obviously. What would you feel was a big misunderstanding that you learned from during like this marriage, this time around?
It's okay.
Oh, thanks, my love.
I don't know where I have to go.
So did you? What was the?
One of the biggest misunderstandings that we've had.
That like the lesson behind those like we don't got to go into like exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with her, obviously, again, this is.
I got it, babe.
You got it. Okay, go ahead.
So it's usually our methods on how to find a resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you have a partner that needs a couple minutes, right? Mm-hmm. Like, let me walk off.
Give them their space, especially when a guy tells you, "Please give me my space." He just needs time to collect his thought and making sure that in the heat of the moment, he's not saying things that he can't take back.
Yeah.
So when a guy says, "Give me my space," they're really trying to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to say things that are going to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
But women, most women, they just want to fix. They want to fix it.
We want a resolution.
But anyways, go ahead. I don't want to lose your thought. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
We want some women want a resolution right now.
Yeah.
So no, you're gonna tell me. No.
Yeah.
That man said back up.
Mm-hmm.
He needs some time. Maybe he needs to go out for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go make yourself a coffee. Do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be in his right. Let cooler heads prevail.
Mm-hmm.
As hard as that is for us, listen. What's bigger? You're gonna lose the war to win the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Lose the war. Let him cool off, and then you guys sit and you win the battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you can't think that you're gonna be in his face. No, you gotta tell me now.
Mm-hmm.
For what? That's not your son.
Mm-hmm.
That's your man.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go cool off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had to like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm so happy you guys kind of went into that because I think as a woman in general, like, you know, we have our friends, we have our sisters, that we at a point in time all struggled with not understanding that space doesn't mean like it's over. Yeah. I think that's like the biggest thing that we don't know how to like.
It's over. He's gonna get in his car. He's gonna ride around. He's gonna end up he'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say to like young women or women that still have that issue, like on how to get to a space where you can feel like you could be at peace with him just needing his space without having to like feel so much anxiety? I feel like there's trust that you build for sure.
Yeah.
It comes with time.
Yeah, it comes with time, and it comes with like the relationship that you're in. If he goes and ghosts you, like the silent treatment inside a home, that's a form of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just can't get mad at me and stop talking to me for a day or two. That's abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Read up on that. He can go and cool off if you guys have had a very heated argument. Like, give me my time.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he's gonna come back. In the meantime, while you're waiting, you have to tap into the source, which is God, and ask God, ask the Holy Spirit, like, listen, I'm going through a very difficult situation right now. I'm gonna lose it. Like, what are we doing? We run, pick up the phone, call our girlfriends. What are our girlfriends gonna say? Oh, that no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cooling, and again, the cooling time shouldn't be, oh yeah, it's been 3 days, let's talk. No. I would say, I would say anywhere between like a half an hour to like at least 2 hours
Yeah.
tops. If you're not cool off by then you have a problem. Like,
And
you have to just kind of cool off.
And if you see that you can't be in the house, like, if you, as a woman, if you have a hard time letting him get an hour or an hour and a half for him to cool off, then you have control issues. You might want to check yourself. You know, because you don't own him. That's your partner. You don't own him.
No, I like how you guys said that, because I think when it comes to women, it is like a controlling thing that they need to check. But as for men, I feel like sometimes it's like, I can't speak for guys, but like based off like certain guys that I know, it's like they have like, I don't know if it's like machismo, I don't know if it's ego, I don't know if it's like,
exactly what it is. It's pride. It's pride. Like, I'm the man, you're the woman, I'm superior, you're inferior. I don't know where we got this idea from, because again, this is not my saying, but what was that? I read this somewhere where it says that when God formed woman, he didn't pick a bone from the foot, so man doesn't feel like like woman is beneath him. And he didn't pick a bone from like above the shoulder so women doesn't feel over man. He picked it on the side so women can feel like she was next to man. That's why it says, God tells, I ain't trying to preach here, but this is why God says, I will create a helpmate for him, right? It was someone to be, like, obviously, like, men, you have to understand, right, that there's something that God saw that women lack, that man lacked, right? If God knew that Adam was sufficient enough to take care of Eden, he would never have formed a woman. But obviously, he needed someone to help man to carry out his assignment or his mission, whatever the case may be. So I feel like it is what you said, sis. It is machismo. It is orgullo. It is pride. It's like, I'm superior, you're inferior, and that's a big no-no. In marriage, that's a big no-no.
I just want to add a little bit to that. I feel like if you're ready to date, number one, you know your identity in Christ, and you won't budge. Like, I know who I am in His daughter. I'm made in His image and in His likeness. I know how I'm supposed to be treated. So if you come to the table with less than that, I'm gonna send you to your Bible. And men, they know who they are in God. Like, so when you have two people that know who they are in Christ, you're gonna get into your arguments. But you're not gonna go off, get in the car, go to the strip club, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be home. Babe, it's just like stories. Not everybody's stories like you and mine.
I know.
People.
I know.
There's women really going through it because they're with men that are not godly men, and they instead of going off and blowing off some steam, they go to the strip club, or they go to the bar, they go play pool with the guys, stay out till late while the woman is at home waiting for them. That stuff, it really happens. So just getting your Bible, and I like, know who you are in Christ. And once you know your identity in Christ, if it's not for you, it'll fall off of you.
And I really appreciate, because this is what we grew up on. Yeah, and I think that, like I said in the beginning, people don't have that kind of guidance and that kind of like structure and foundation. So it's like they're, men and women are like both lost. But one thing I want to like kind of like lean into is like kind of what you said about men, like women coming from like being their helpmate. I appreciate the insight that you guys gave on that. I think that it's definitely something that we're missing. Like, we don't have, like, a lot of people don't have that foundation at home. So but I guess segueing into what, like, something that keeps your marriage strong. So like, what's one rule that you guys have to protect, or a habit that you guys have to protect your marriage?
Like a rule?
Yeah, a rule or a habit or whatever you guys want.
I think what happens here stays here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I'm not, mind you, I'm not saying like I don't think you should be sharing with everyone things that you're like if you're having issues. Obviously, you have your pastors, you have your spiritual leaders, but you have that one or two mentors, and that should be it. You know, you gotta like that's one rule. One big rule I have is whatever I'm going through with my wife, I'm not going to be going to I'm not calling my brothers or my sister, my mother to tell because I have to protect her. Because what's going to happen is that eventually, you know, if you love each other, you're going to work it out. But now they have this idea of her. So when they see her in family outings, I don't want to rock with you anymore because of what your husband told. So I think that's one rule I have or we have. Like what happens in here stays here.
Yeah. Well, another rule we have, which is it just happened alone throughout time. We have each other's Instagram accounts.
Oh yes.
Facebook.
All social media.
So if you're writing to my man trying to kick it to me, I've seen it. And vice versa. Yes. And if there's a sister in Christ that wants to follow him and he wants to follow, he's so respectful that he's like, babe, look, you know, I'm gonna go and follow this person as well as me. Like, I'm gonna go follow this person.
That's true.
They could be in the church or whatever, but we always give each other that respect. We don't text. I don't text guys like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't text females. And if he does, he adds me to the thread.
Yeah, it's like a group chat, literally.
Yeah, it's mostly because he's a minister, he's a pastor, and we don't want the lines to be crossed like that. We just have we're very careful with that.
Yeah, so she has access to like my TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
And I'm not on them like crazy. I just like I have this trust, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's not like it's not even about I want to know what you're doing. It's about again like if someone is gonna be out of pocket, she knows she has green light. Hey, God bless you. This is Natasha Castro. I just saw you inbox my husband's DM about something there that's really what's going on. Like I really believe that kind of like we want to make sure that there's no way the enemy can penetrate into this marriage.
Like if you leave a little door open, he's gonna just like cut right.
And there you go. It's a trust factor.
Yeah.
Sharing each other's Instagram is not I want to see what you're doing. It's more like it's a trust factor.
And it's also about like when I came into this relationship with him, I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of like insecurity issues that had nothing to do with him. As much as I tried not bringing those issues into this relationship, unfortunately, they started peeking through. So there was things that he had to do. He didn't have to, but he did them to put me at ease. And
yeah, like there's a verse in the Bible that says if what I eat in front of you makes you sin, don't eat in front of you. It's not saying if I'm going to eat a taco in front of you and you don't like it, don't eat the taco. It's more symbolic. It's like if there's a certain behavior that is making you sin, don't do it. So for example, I'm Puerto Rican, so a lot of Puerto Ricans, when we see other people from I guess like a different gender, our thing is literally we will go, hey, God bless, how you doing? And a kiss on the side. It's nothing wrong, but that was something that it messed with her insecurities. So I would stop doing it. So now we'll go, hey, hi, how you doing? Whatever. Or I would just wave.
But I also had to work on me because it is unfair for me to bring my insecurities up from a different relationship, from a man who used to cheat on me. I couldn't even trust you to go say hi and give a kiss because I knew something was gonna go on to him. He never ever gave me a reason not to trust him. So why would I treat something that's different the same?
There you go.
Like
exactly.
Like a quote,
exactly.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I worked on my insecurities and he helped me with that because he made sure that if he knew something was gonna make me feel uneasy, he'll grab my hand. As soon as he saw me, because when men are public speaking, like we like to, I don't know, some women scout the room and be like, oh, she's looking at him, this and stuff. They're not involved with that. It's like they're up there, they're here to bring the message and stuff. And my insecurities, I used to be looking. Now it's like, that's my man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
look. Look at him. He's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
But it's with time, with trust. So,
Yeah.
he also helped me with that.
Yeah.
Marriage is teamwork.
Yeah.
It should never be I'm more powerful than you or you're inferior to me. It should be it's work, you know. And you know, I was reading a quote that says the most desired thing, which is relationship or marriage, is the thing no one really wants to work on.
Yeah.
Like, so it's the most. What is the most desired thing? Marriage.
Love.
But then a love, but no one wants to really work at it. So marriage is work, as you know, it's teamwork.
We just tend to show, like, oh, if you you're always tripping, push that away. Oh, you're always tripping. Oh, you crazy. No, pay attention to her.
Yeah.
What's she saying? Like, pay attention to him. What is he saying? If he's telling you that it bothers you, that you go out to lunch, or you anything that bothers your man or anything that bothers your girl, listen to it. Don't just shoo it off like, oh, you crazy, or that's your insecurities. No, listen.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely like that you guys leaned into that, because it kind of flows into like the next question that we have about modern day expectations between 50-50, social media, gender roles, and I guess independence. Like basically all the noise that you hear now.
I think that an expectation, a lot of men have this expectation, modern day expectation, where, so in the 40s and 50s, right, women were expected to just stay home, cook, clean, raise their children.
Yeah.
The expectation in 2026 is the woman cook, clean, go to school, have a career, but you still have to do the whole house duty thing. Like, that's like, I think a modern day expectation. Like I don't think we have an issue no more about women going to be entrepreneurs or getting careers, but you have to make sure that you are doing the whole house duty. I think a lot of men have that stipulation, and I think a lot of women have stipulations on men where it's like, you know, they're supposed to be doing everything in the house. And I think what we need to do in modern expectation is, let's sit down. What are you good at? Maybe your man can't cook, but he know how to clean. Okay, well, I need you to help me clean the house a little bit more. And you know, or if some men they can't cook and clean, but when it comes to helping, like dressing their children, helping them, like somewhere around the house, you can help. You can help.
Like I feel like women now do the 9 to 5. They come home to check homework, to give baths, to cook dinner, to put on pajamas, to put on their pajamas for them, to read a bedtime story, to spend time with them, to be this superwoman.
That's what it is.
The men just go to work, bring a check, plop in front of the TV. Like, nowadays, we're seeing more men be fathers, and it's the most refreshing thing ever.
And hands-on fathers.
Hands-on fathers.
Yeah.
They're fighting for their kids. They want to spend that time with their kids. That's one thing I admire about this generation. The 50-50 thing, to me, is unrealistic. It's not true. There's days that I show up 80. There's days that I show up 100. There's days that I show up 10%. And when I'm that 10%, my husband is the 90. So when I lack, he pops up for me. He shows up for me. And when he lacks, I show up for him.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, we both would be 100 and 100. You know? But it doesn't always happen that way.
Yeah.
So like, I want to kind of add a little bit onto that. So I'm a numbers guy, right? I'm very logistic. So I don't believe it's 50-50.
Yeah.
I believe it's 100 and 100.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, right? If I'm only bringing 50% to the table, I'm bringing half of me to the table.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that I'm bringing my whole full 100%. She's bringing a whole full 100%. Now, this is where I do agree with my wife. It's not going to be her all the time 100% or me 100%. But watch this. If it's 50-50 and I'm bringing 30 and she's bringing 20, then it's 50. Right?
Yeah.
If it's 100 and 100, and there's a day where she's at 80 and I'm at 40, 80 plus 40 is what? 120, we over 100. If I'm bringing 100 and one day she's at 10%, we got 110. If one day she brings 70 and I'm 70, we're at 140. So you see what I'm getting at? So it's always going to be, it may not be 200%, but you're going to be at 80, 90, 100%, you know?
Be realistic and keep the line of communication open.
Yeah.
I'm tired. These kids were exhausting today. Babe, like, I need help. Like, not every day you're gonna walk, especially I'm talking for mamas with toddlers, with kids under, let's say, 6. Because over 6, they tend to like do stuff more on them by themselves. Not every day you're gonna come in and you're gonna see the house spotless and everything done. Like, we have to be realistic with allowing homes to look like homes.
And at the end of the day, just learn each other.
Learn each other.
My wife, she's I love her, but by 8 o'clock she's done.
Oh, yeah.
She's done, and then she needs like 12 hours of sleep. Okay, that's what she needs.
There's a study that shows that women need way more.
Which is fine, whatever the case may be. I have a saying, and my saying is, I tell her, don't slow me down, but I'm not gonna speed you up. Because I'm always on the go. After 3 or 4 hours, sometimes she wonders how he went to sleep at 1 o'clock, got up at 5 o'clock, he's already driving to work. Because that's all I need. You just have to learn. So I don't want her to slow me down, but I'm not going to speed her up either. So I already know when she's tired, sometimes I have to tell her, go to sleep. Tell the people in the audience, why don't you want to go to sleep? Go ahead. Why don't you want to go to sleep?
Sometimes I don't want to.
She doesn't want to go to sleep. No, she would say it. Stop lying. Esto ahí va todo color. Tell the people why you don't want to sleep.
I'm like, no, I'm clingy. Oh,
she does. She wants to spend time with me.
Yeah,
and I said, and mind you, I don't have an issue with her spending time with me, but I tell her, if you go and spend time with me, guess who's gonna come to me? The kids.
Yeah.
And the kids are majority of the time the kids are what has her tired. Yeah. So I have to shoo her away to the room so that I can stay with the kids, so she can go to bed and have her alone time and go to sleep. So. There you go.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. So, 50-50 out the window is 100 and 100, and sometimes you're not going to show up as 100.
Yeah.
And your partner has to be okay with it.
Yeah, it's not,
Vice versa.
Yeah. Awesome. That was funny. That was great.
No, that was good. I like that for sure. So I guess I'm going to combine these two questions because we kind of went over it. But not just to break them down. So with that being said, understanding like how people have false expectations of what marriage is actually like, do you think that dating and marriage is harder now than before? Like,
absolutely. And I'm going to tell you why. 2 words: social media. Because social media, what social media has done is that it has brought in the comparison game. So sometimes, like we see a couple, okay, and then when we see a couple, we see this supposed relationship or marriage that we want. Oh, I want to be like them. And then when they hit stop and pause, they're living hell. And you don't even know that they're living hell. It's a facade, whatever the case may be. And we have this like comparison game. I think social media has brought this I want to be like them, or sometimes they're like, oh, you see, they're trying to be like us, and it's just brought a lot of division. So I think with social media, it's become a performance thing.
Yeah.
And I also want to add on to that. Sometimes in social media, it's not only the comparison. You're not only comparing yourself, but you're comparing your spouse to that person's spouse.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he gave her a car. Or he gave. Listen, honey. You're comparing your financial situations to someone who's born with a family that has money, like that they're in a better financial situation than you're in. And here you're looking at your man who's going to work.
Yeah.
Honest work. You know, you don't know what that person's doing online. And you're comparing them like, oh my God, he got her a car. They're going on trips. They got the latest Louis Vuitton. They have this. And I don't have that. Like, you got to go do more. You don't know what that person's living. Yeah. It's a screen. It's a facade.
Yeah.
Everything is just an exposure thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think another thing is a lot of people have their like, well, one of the things, because I deal with this a lot with men whose manhood has taken a hit because sometimes people, whether it's white and vice versa, there's women, sometimes, and I laugh because my wife is just the way sometimes she talks to people, but sometimes we're like giving sessions to people, and she's telling the guy, if you expect your wife, it's gonna get real right now. No, this is fun. I can't say that on here.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
That's
It's okay.
wrong.
If you expect your wife to be doing flips in the bed, you know, yeah, because what they're
You have to get it real though. That's what we need to hear.
because what's happening now is this, right? That there's people
Unrealistic.
people have access now. There's been a lot of marriages, a lot of men, women are struggling with pornography.
Yes.
So then they see that. Let's keep it real. This is the we're not trying to hide stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying to help. We're trying to deliver people here, right?
This is and don't worry, no kids will watch
You know,
this.
and sometimes deliverance comes in the form of education. You have to
That's
educate,
beautiful.
right? So they look at this and they go, oh, well, this is what my spouse is supposed to be doing, and that has hurt a lot of marriages. So it's not about pornography. It's not about social media. It's about internet. And we're so accessible to just things nowadays that we take those expectations and we bring it into this marriage and go, well, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Even with jobs, you see women trying to go into certain fields that just because she's doing it, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna excel. And then when they try it, they fail. It takes a hit on them.
Because it's not for them.
Yeah, so there's just these unrealistic expectations. Let me tell you something, okay? If you want to know, and I tell this to my wife all the time, if you want to know any answers in life, it's in the Bible. All of our answers are in scriptures. You're dealing with mental health, it's in scripture. You're dealing with finances, it's in scriptures. Marriage is in parenting, in scriptures. The Bible says that my people perish because they lack of knowledge. It's in scriptures, so I think that when it comes to marriage or expectations, go into the scriptures, go in there. The answers are there, literally. And now we have Google. You can literally type in something on Bible verses that can help my marriages. You're gonna see a lot of. Back in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have that access. Now you have access to that, So the same way internet can be used for evil, it can also be used for good. Type in those Bible verses. What can help us? Me and my spouse are going through arguments. How can we reduce arguments? What are some Bible verses to help us with, navigate arguments? Whatever it is. The answers are there. So.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys saying that. And I think one thing that you guys said that highlighted is like the expectations of social media and people bringing it on to them and not knowing like what's on the other side. Like for men and women, like for example, women wanting men to have certain provisions, right? But not realizing you don't know that man's character and how he got those provisions. And then like for men that want certain women, like you may see like, oh, she's this way, she may be willing to do certain things, and you get to know her, she's like
flat.
Yeah, she's
no
like
personality, no nothing.
or she's just like hell. Basically.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. You can go out for like 10 years, and on your 11th year you get married, and that first year of marriage, you want to learn this. You want to learn each other when you live together. That first year of marriage, that's when you really. Be like, oh, I didn't know this about you.
You throw your shoes under the bed,
Oh, you're a clean freak. That's me. Oh, you can't stay still. I noticed that. Oh, that's me. You learn each other, and it's a wonderful thing,
I like how you point to him, but I relate.
Your sister.
But I am so glad you guys said this because it definitely segues good into the last two questions that we have. And before we get into those, I would want to set it up a certain way. Just to give you like an idea of what I think a lot of like at least the people that watch my channel, the questions that I get in my DMs is not understanding basically like what the right or wrong thing to do is. I know you guys don't have all the answers. But like for like some guys that reach out to me to be like, how can I be the man in order to have a successful marriage? What does leading a household actually look like? And then for like women, it's just like, well, how am I supposed to be that support for him when if I have like a very like, independent mindset, or even if I grew up not as independent, like how am I, like what does that look like for you guys? And what a piece of advice going into like the second to last question is, what is one piece of advice you would give someone who wants to be married but feels discouraged because they don't really know what to do?
I would say, again, I know that people who are the traffic that is gravitating towards your channel, there's going to be believers and non-believers, right?
Yeah.
But for the believer, you know, if you have a pastor, if you have that spiritual covering, if you have that mentor, go and reach out counsel, right? Ask these difficult questions, right? They should be equipped to help you navigate that question, right? And for the non-believers, right, who are not going to church, who are not, whatever the case may be, again, like I said, if we're going to use the internet for evil, let's use it for good, right? Type in that question, right, and put in Bible verses or put in books that can help me, you know. For men, specifically for men, if you're looking to, if you want to be that man, listen, you can't be a husband and you cannot be an effective husband and an effective father if you're not an effective man. You have to be a man first, then leads to a husband, then leads to a father, right? So I recommend the book. There's a book that's called Kingdom Man by Tony Evans.
Nice.
Kingdom Man, Tony Evans. I recommend you to get that book, whether you're a believer or non-believer, and that's going to show you and it's going to equip you how to be a man, and everything else will follow suit. So I think it has to be, you have to be a man first before you can be a husband and you can be a father. That would be my advice.
For me, it's like I've said this before. Before you become wife material, become life material. It's like we go through a lot of stages as women, but don't skip that single stage. Get to know yourself. Get to know your do's and your don'ts and your non-negotiables and your values. That when they ask you certain questions, you know how to answer. Like, this is what I want. This is what I need. Your career is that important to you. In the Bible, we see a lot of women in the Bible, and if you have a church group, there's women leaders in the church.
Yeah.
How do I become? I don't want, like me. I always said I didn't want to be a mouthy wife because I come from, my mom used to be a mouthy. She'll what's up, mom? she's cool with me saying her story.
Yeah.
Certain things I didn't want to be when I got married. So I worked on that. How do I not become a mouthy boy? I have to calm down. I have to woosah. I have to allow people to have their moment. Allow him to have, like, oh, you said that? Okay. I'll come back to you. We'll talk about it in a chill way. I'm not gonna be popping off at the mouth. So it's just certain things about what type of wife you want to be and what type of atmosphere you want to create in your home. It all goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna wake up and be like, oh, I want to be this, I want to. No, it's just it starts with you.
Yeah.
With you being single and you getting to know yourself and your non-negotiables. And what the Bible says about you, your identity in Christ, and what a wife looks like in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like how you guys gave advice to believers and non-believers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how, at the end of the day, you guys, even though it's from a different perspective, like a man and a woman, you guys are overall saying, like, know yourself first.
Oh, yeah.
Know
You
how
have
to.
to.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
Because you know what's the danger of not knowing yourself? Someone will reinvent you. That man will make you into the woman he wants you to be. Instead of loving and admiring and honoring the woman that you already are. That's the danger.
Yeah. You know, there's a Bible verse, I'm going to say it first in Spanish and in English, because there's certain Bible verses that come to me first in Spanish, but it says, ama tu prójimo como usted mismo. It says, love your neighbor as yourself. So the answer is within that Bible verse. How can I love my neighbor if I don't love myself? So my neighbor can be my sister. It can be my spouse. It can be anyone who's either than me. I'm not able to effectively love this person if I don't know how to love myself. And there you go. That's another advice. You have to learn how to love yourself. You shouldn't be getting into any relationship if you don't know how to love yourself first, and then you love God. You love God first, and you love you love yourself first. It's going to be easy then to love someone else. You know, there's this quote. This is the good quote. T.D. Jakes says this, and he says, he says that no woman will be submitted to a man who's not submitted to God.
That's it.
She can submit to me if I'm not submitted to God. So think about it like this, right? So if I'm here and my wife is right here, and right, she's following me, right? It's like traffic when you're driving and like what's holding up the traffic. What do we try to do sometimes? We try to look in front of the car in front of us to see what's holding it up.
Yeah.
Well, that's how life is. If I'm gonna follow you, I need to see who's in front of me. Oh, he's following God. We got it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if he's following God and then he's here, then I can follow him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to add this bit, like when you said you gotta love yourself, right, in order to love your neighbor. I've never seen no one that loves themselves put up with any type of abuse, any type of
Shenanigans.
any nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
When you truly love yourself, your partner, you showing your partner how to love you when you love yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't love yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I really love that you guys said that, and I think it's been like a very fruitful conversation overall that I think people are gonna be able to take a lot from this and like revert back. But our last question.
All right.
Before we get into our rapid, quick, fun little game before we end today. And it's funny how you guys said that, the first thing you want to do is love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But what are like 2 or 3 green flags other than loving yourself that you should be on the lookout for before committing to someone?
Definitely, what is your relationship with God, right? And if you're a non-believer, right? Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Right? Another thing is
For me,
Mm-hmm.
well, I believe it's for you to know what their relationship with their parents is and their upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we carry.
Mm-hmm.
He could be 23, but in reality he could be 8.
Yeah, it's one of the things I try to teach my boys, right? The way you treat your mom, a girl will pay attention to that. Because obviously how you treat your mom is how you're gonna eventually treat, your future wife. For me, obviously your relationship with God, and if you have no relationship with God, do you believe in God?
Yeah.
How does she manage finances? That's a big thing. Why you laughing? Yeah. How do you manage finances?
Guy.
No, and again, if you're not, but guess what? If you don't, hey, chill.
Yeah, bro, she's hot.
How do you know she's single?
People be coming in my inbox.
No, she's hot, bro, and she does finances.
Right. So again, and if you don't know how to,
Sorry.
I want to keep it in because it's so authentic. Like, we'll see.
Okay. So then, listen. And if you don't know how to run finances, be honest.
Hey, why is that so important to you?
That's a green flag. It's like positives. We always talk about red flag, but what are the green flags? How do you run finance? And if you don't know how to run finances, be honest and say, I don't know how to run finances. Do you run finance? Because if you have 2 people who don't know how to run finances, someone has to learn. Right? So I'm not saying so then learn together. Learn how to budget. That's a big, because again, listen.
You're gonna build a life.
Okay? When you're gonna build a life, you're gonna get married, have kids, right? And guess what? Bills ain't gonna get paid with I love you. They're not gonna get paid with an I love you. It's not gonna make the bills go away. Good. Glory to God, you love me. I love it. But we got some bills to pay, right? Parenting techniques, right? You may not have kids, but you may have nieces, you may have nephews, you may have, I want to see how he engages with this kid, because ultimately that's going to show you how they're going to treat, your future kids, whatever the case may be. Quality time, dude. I want to see if I want to see if he loves to spend quality time. That's great, right? Because obviously, when the kids are in bed, or if it's just you and her in the first few years of marriage, quality time. So, I mean, there's a lot I can keep going, but those are 2 or 3
things. If they keep their word, like if they say,
there you go.
This is that's a huge thing, because I cannot be, no.
I'm like that.
I can't be no.
That's why I told her, you better be careful what you commit to.
Because I stay committed.
Because if that day you was like, I don't want to go, guess what?
I don't want to go.
I said, be a woman of your word. Be a man of your word. That's why, and this is for everybody who's watching this. If you tell me something, I'm gonna be like, I'll get back to you, or let me think about it.
Because once he commits, he's committed.
Yep. I'm like that.
Yeah.
And those are, for me, big time.
Green flags.
The God, the how you are with your mother and your father.
Yeah.
If you have a relationship with them, how you react when you're angry. No, that'll be a red flag.
The red flag with what?
Well, it could be a green flag if they react positive.
Yeah. If you're able to, one of the most intelligent things a human can have is something like that. Your reaction time, like your comeback time, like when something when you could bounce back from a bad situation, like something happened to you, you got a flat tire. You don't stay in that moment for too long. You're able to like, I'm just gonna get.
Yeah, it will definitely. If you get a flat tire at 8 o'clock in the morning going to work, and you coming home at 9 o'clock at night, it still bothers you.
Yeah.
Like you let it marinate the whole day.
Like your bounce back time, that's so big. Like
she's big on that.
Like you
I wasn't good at that in the beginning of our marriage.
No, he wasn't. But now it's like
I go through half an hour and I shake it off.
It's a form of intelligence. Like you're able to bounce back from a little thing, like from anything that happens. Yeah. You don't let it run on your whole entire day, and you don't make people feel it. Like when a guy's in a bad mood and he makes you feel it, like you carried that. That's on you, not me.
Yep.
Yeah. No, those are definitely some good gems that you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. But,
hope that helps out.
Yeah, I think it definitely is, because you guys said things that are like really that people go through on a day to day. So it's like
exactly. Yeah.
Like real time things that people struggle. That
actually happens. It does. It does. It really does.
So definitely, I think this was a very fruitful conversation. I think there's a lot of good things that came out from this. I definitely do appreciate you guys taking the time.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no,
this was good.
It was. Yeah. It was much needed.
Yeah, definitely. I think especially people like me that are trying to navigate the space of like modern dating, of wanting the end goal of marriage and children. I think it's important for us to understand like we're not gonna get the answers from one another because we're trying to figure it out. Talking to people that have been through that stage in life that have success, what I would consider successful marriage. Getting advice from them, like not being afraid to sit down and ask the questions.
Talk about it.
And create the space for the topics to be spoken of. That's big. You're doing it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But before we close, I definitely want to do a quick fun round.
Let's do it.
Who knows?
Thanks.
Who knows?
No, joking.
I think this is going to be fun. So, just quick 5 questions.
All right.
So let's start from the top.
You ready?
You ready?
To this.
Okay, awesome. So, number 1, who is more romantic?
I think you are.
I am?
I think you are.
How can I say this? She expects romance and I have to deliver.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, she expects...
But were you always like that, low-key?
Yes.
When we first started dating,
I love to wine and dine.
This dude used to wine and dine, but it has slowed down a little bit because of the kids. Stuff like that. Yeah. But he used to like get dressed, get your makeup done, get your hair done.
I would go suit it up.
And I'm like, bro, like this dude is legit.
Yeah. I like to,
that's why I say you're more romantic.
Yeah. And if I can't deliver, then it will be something that we'll do here at the house.
Oh my God, he'll build a fort, or he'll bring out the candles.
Or do a picnic.
So cute.
Do a picnic in the living room.
He's definitely.
I love that.
Which I think she would prefer that more because there was like a whole thought process to it versus anyone can just do a reservation.
Natasha, my love.
Yeah. Romantic. I think with that type of setting, it's more like more work went into it because anybody could just call and do reservations.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
More intentional.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so this is gonna be a funny one. Who takes longer to get ready?
Me, of course.
That'll
be sus.
Yes.
No, you never know.
No, I'm sorry.
No, there's some times where like
they both take. Gotta be you, babe.
There's some couples that they both take long.
That's true.
Yeah. Bro,
they do.
This dude be like lotion, make sure his teeth clean.
I mean, giving her the benefit of the doubt, I think it takes a woman. It takes a woman a longer time to whatever. Yeah. Like, but yeah, it's definitely.
And then you go in the mirror and be like, "Oh, I can move this. I could take this my accessory."
Like we gotta be in church by 9:30. I think for her to, because again, she doesn't like fast-paced mornings.
No, I like my slow mornings.
Yeah, but I tell her if you want slow mornings, you gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But she loves to sleep.
Yeah. Double-edged sword. Yeah. No, I feel like I could say I take my time too. But okay. Third question: who's more emotional?
Oh, me.
She's winning, guys.
I read somewhere that women that are cry like on time, like when something happens, not after. They're more their IQs are higher. So
really,
I'm sticking to that.
Okay, babe. No, but listen. All jokes aside, like I'm so used to her being so emotional that when she's not emotional, it would like throw me off. I'm like, yo, I'm expecting you to be emotional right now, you know. And sometimes she goes, I'm not gonna cry. I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
I'm a big girl, I promise.
Yeah, I do love that, and I know we had this rapid fire thing, but I just want to ask one quick question because there's like a lot of guys that I know that don't know how to deal with women emotions.
Yeah.
Like they get overwhelmed, they get frustrated. They're just like,
what's going on here?
yeah, like what makes you this? And like,
They're like-
how? I know. We grew up saying where you have like your sister, you have me, you have your mom. You grew up ladies from the church were the most emotional. So like, what advice would you give guys on how to navigate?
Listen, I'm gonna say something, but you cannot get offended.
I promise.
And you cannot get offended.
I won't.
Okay.
Why do you say?
Okay. So listen.
She's like, with me, no.
This is about to bless this channel and video. Okay. So there's a reason why they call a nature Mother Nature.
Baby,
Oh no, hold on. You cannot get offended.
No.
Because there's different seasons. So there's fall, winter, summer, and spring.
He's not.
No,
He's really loving.
I am loving. But, oh my God.
He's a real girls guy, guys.
What I'm saying
Like
is,
that.
women are sometimes all over the place in the sense of their
You ever heard of
focus on emotions though.
Oh.
Right? They're all over the place. So like one moment you're happy, one moment you're crying.
Someone's
Especially when that time of month is coming.
Yeah.
Like the week before it comes. Whoo! And then the week that is here, my God. So man, we have like a 2-week window in the month to get it right because you know it's gonna be. And then cars, right? Why do we when we park the car we go that a girl? Why do we call?
Babe, watch
No,
your mouth.
no.
I'm loving it.
Right? Why do we call cars after girls like that?
Why?
That a girl?
Why?
Because sometimes cars give a lot of issues.
I never thought
He is burying himself, guys. Angel Castro loves women.
I do.
Pro women.
I'm going somewhere with this. But I'm going somewhere with this.
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere with this. It's not all bad. But guess what?
Is it different?
But guess what? Do we end up loving our cars?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, we clean it, we vacuum it, we take care of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It can go through its issues, but we are ride or die with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the season. No, same thing with the seasons, right? When it's winter, we dress appropriately. When it's summer, we dress appropriately. In other words,
We adapt.
we not adapt, but we learn how to take care of her.
So
The Bible says that we have to we have to treat our women like un vaso frágil, a fragile vase, right?
Mhm.
It's not fragile. You're gonna love this. It's not fragile because it's weak. It's fragile because it's valuable.
This is a good clip.
Right? So you don't want to something that's valuable or expensive, you don't want to drop it.
You don't
Because
treat it.
because if you drop it,
Mhm.
it's gonna take a lot of work to replace it.
Yeah.
Right? So when it says fragile vase, women, it's not making you a weak person.
Vessel.
It's making you a valuable thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. So our cars, we treat it with value.
Yeah.
The way we dress for the season, we treat ourselves. It's about a value thing.
Yeah.
You saw how I cleaned it up right there?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
babe, so how did you deal with me being so emotional?
So I can just go off like previous like relationship. I never had someone like you. So I need you to be emotional. I need you to be clingy. I don't know what it is to have a clingy person. I don't know what it is.
You know how girls be like, "Oh, I want a girl's vacation." I'm not doing none of that. I want my man.
Like there's times where I will send her to bed at 8:00
Mhm.
and it'll be 11:00 and she will not sleep until my bed is in that body.
Yeah.
Until my body's in the bed, I'm sorry. And then the moment like she'll just like she puts her foot over my foot, I'm like, yo babe, so how was today? Because
I just like I found my person.
Yes, it is.
I've
Marriage is a beautiful
It was
thing.
a long time without him,
Yeah.
and I wanna be with my man.
Mhm.
He's my favorite person. He does get on my nerves.
Mhm.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do.
But
Man, that's what you're supposed to do. You
but
gotta keep it
yeah.
spicy. This is good.
This is good.
You want me to be boring?
no.
I know that he's too predictable.
You can read
He's too boring.
Yeah.
No, that was definitely good, and that was a good answer. It's a good metaphor.
Yeah, that's
So that's
good.
like sometimes, like I know some women are gonna like probably take it,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
like
that's on
the way you should. But it's a good metaphor because we like especially the Mother Nature one, us being mothers, us understanding like we do have different times. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
like That's a gem.
It's metaphors,
if
babe.
you really research like the cycle of a woman and how there's 4 weeks in a month and what each week means, what your body goes through as a woman, you will be like, oh my god.
Yeah. And
It's
again,
like so much.
it's just it's metaphors. Like for example, like
Basically.
no, what I'm saying is like men. No, let's gravitate now towards men. How many women have I heard say he's dumb as a rock? He's dumb as a rock.
Yeah, there's
Right? Because there's just some men that they're like they don't get it. It's like, so think about a rock. What does a rock do? It does nothing.
Yeah.
It stays there. Yo, this is getting good. So what I'm saying is, there's men that no hay movimiento.
Yeah.
Say, there's a problem. They're looking at you for the answers.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you gotta figure out the answers.
Because you're my adult pro man.
No, it's not. Yeah, so it's like, so there's men que son como una piedra. They just stay there. There's nothing. There's no excitement. There's no nothing. They're just there. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's a metaphor. But you don't see us men go, oh my God, you me llamas una piedra. Like, no.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's like we all have our differences.
You're gonna be burnt. They're gonna burn you after this.
Oh.
I think
the community.
No, they're not. They're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Because this is real. This is real.
And if this is the clip, watch the full podcast. Don't let certain things offend you. Be open minded.
Yeah.
There has to be open minded. Like you cannot be offendable. I think that's another podcast episode.
Oh,
we are in an offendable generation. Like we can never say,
by
and
everything.
You know.
I feel like back then you can like call someone. It was just like jokes. Like even jokes now you can't even.
Because we have thick skin. I think now this generation of again, all due respect, but we do. There's a lot of sensitive people.
Yeah.
Every little thing is bad.
Yeah.
You know, and again. I always tell you when someone how about this? Someone who loves you will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They will. If I was to see you right now, like God forbid something happens, right? And you know what? We've seen this in the cartoons or in movies. If I see you burning with fire, am I just gonna stand there? No, I'm gonna try to grab water and throw water on you to save your life. That's the same way it is in life. If I see that, if I love you, I'm gonna tell you it's gonna offend you. It will offend you, but after you're offended, shake it off and be like, what point of view was he coming from? He was just trying to help me. She was just trying to help me. Okay, next question.
No, I love that. I love that. Yes, but let's move on to the next question because it's gonna get pretty late here. So what are you? This is maybe get some people emotional. We're not gonna point any fingers. What are your top 3 things you admire about your husband or your wife?
You wanna go first?
Yeah.
All right, Está pensando.
I'm
just joking.
The word.
I'm sorry.
How his tenacity. He's gonna get it done. I view him like him carrying me on his back, and then I'm carrying the kids through a fire. That's how I see him. But the number one before that would be how he loves God, and how he's never stopped serving him throughout everything that has happened to him.
Yeah.
From when he was young till now.
Yeah.
He has never stopped preaching his word, even if people have backstabbed him, talked about him, left him in the dust to die. He has always he never bashed nobody. Having receipts on people that have like harmed him, that he could do harm, he doesn't. It's like let the Lord handle that. He's a man of integrity. I love how he loves me, how he thinks of me. I don't want to cry.
Told you she was emotional.
I
think that's what she was.
Yeah, thank you, baby. Black that.
Trying to cry. You see
how he thinks of me when I think he's not thinking of me, in the smallest, most minute ways. Perfect example is my time of the month. All of a sudden, I see a Snicker bar with a note somewhere. Or
Or I'll be like, you have your pills and pads ready?
Yeah.
I already know when it's coming.
Or I'm tired and I wake up at 1. He let me sleep without me even knowing, because I'm so tired.
Yeah, when we have nothing to do, I'll let her rock out.
The way he's a father, how when I see him being a father to my daughter, it heals my inner child.
Mm-hmm.
The way he's with his daughter, the way he's with his sons, the way he calls his mom every day, every night. It doesn't matter. And that's basically all the things I love about him.
So my top 3 things. There's a lot of things, but she said top 3. So
I feel like 4.
So first and foremost, the love that she has for God, right? Like her love for God is like out of this world. Like, and I love that she loves another person before me. So that's big. Number 2, her smile. Like when her smile, her joy. Like she's a joyful person. When she's not joyful, I know something's going on. Okay. Obviously, and 3, it will be the way she loves me. That she does love me a lot, and the things that she does, and so I guess it's a lot. 4, how she is with our children. She's like a mom first. And number 5, this is the big one here. How she makes something out of nothing. She makes like it can be she can have. She's like this is probably gonna fly over 90% of the people's head. But there used to be this show called MacGyver, where this guy MacGyver used to just make something out of nothing. Go watch that show. She's like a female MacGyver. Like she just makes it. She can have a cardboard here, some tape, some paper. She's gonna make something out of it.
Yeah, I see it on Instagram. Like you're so creative.
That's what it is. She's creative.
Like with your business, even like. When you I forgot you set up like your Christmas, how you guys did Christmas here.
That's
that
on
was
her.
So beautiful.
Birthday party.
I was like, oh my God, it's like a designer did.
Yeah, and I feel like that's God driven. Like my wife, and again, shout out to Blac and Blanco, because
I'm coming.
She's
go check it out.
But
we don't know when season drops. We'll be on the
yeah. She's definitely creative, and that's something that's God given. To be honest with you, like there's literally biblical verses that prove that there were people in the Bible who were like fashion designers, and that's where she gets these ideas from. So I love that about her. Let's keep going, but then.
No, I think we're gonna end it there. I think that's a beautiful way to end. To end the podcast because it. Yeah, it was just something warm. Yeah.
The what?
The what? Mother Nature comment. I think it was
That's about to bless a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so. Especially for the people who are open-minded or not open-minded, but they're trying to find something new. I think sometimes, like, as a woman, especially me growing up, like the way I grew up, I didn't grow up with, like our dad, right? So sometimes, even though, like, hearing certain metaphors, especially when I was younger, made me feel some kind of way. Yeah. Now that I'm like older, or now that I'm like searching for a different path in life, hearing that perspective from a guy helps me understand men better. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not even just like how they view things. Yeah. And how they navigate things, so I don't take it so like personal. No.
And the purpose of the metaphor wasn't really to offend. Yeah. It was to bring an understanding. Yeah. I like to use a lot of like, okay, for example, Jesus, if you look into scriptures, he always preached in parables. Yeah. It was. She's like, I'm not buying it. It was metaphor. I'm serious. Bring Jesus into this. No, like, I had a girl. She is. She is offended, but there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be blessed. And listen, I'm a girl dad. I love my daughter. I only have one daughter. I have 4 kids, and my daughter is my youngest. She's 3 years old. She's my world. Yeah. Even in the form that I correct her, like I have to like gently sit her down. Yeah. Like I just like whatever.
Awesome. So I think it's definitely a good way to end the podcast, giving like this insight, all this.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for having us.
But thank you guys again for taking the time to do this. I do appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. This was great. This was exciting.
Yeah, we definitely have to do it again. Maybe we can bring in our other siblings.
There we go. Part 2.
Yeah.
Round table.
Yeah.
A round table. That'll be great. Yeah.
Isaac and Natasha.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Really great.
Round table.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but thanks again, guys. Definitely, again, go check out my brother's YouTube channel, Angel Castro Ministries, and definitely do be on the lookout for my sister-in-law's drop, Blac and Blanco. Yes. Yeah, we're waiting for it. Definitely keep us posted.
I will.
Yeah, so I could obviously post it on my channel for those who are going to be commenting.
Awesome.
But yeah, thanks again, guys, for tuning in. If you guys want to see more content like this, do drop a comment below. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in our next video. So until next time, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Yeah.
Emmanuel, no me da. Emmanuel, ven acá.
Oh,
He blew his nose. He's poured. Pero tú estás bien, man.
No.
Dalo como 5 minutos más. Give us 5 minutes more. All right, ready? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good.
Wait, okay.
Your parents, your relationship with your parents, how you treat your mother. Sorry, babe.
No, you're good. You're good.
I cut you.
Yeah, she does that a lot. I'm used to it. Go ahead.
You saw his face
Yeah.
disappointment.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, it's fine. No, this is real. This is real.
It's authentic.
No,
It's
this
authentic.
is.
You better cut
No.
that.
It's authentic.
I'm gonna do something crazy. You can cut it. Babe,
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
cry. You know I feel
No,
so
go
bad.
ahead. Go ahead.